be a problem to you. It says that Zapier is a web automation to use what to connect and automate tasks between two, between different what web applications. Okay. Now remember that we have what automate task here between what two different web applications. Okay. So if there were humans and there were gods, your Zapier is like your what? Your chief priest. Okay? It's like your mediator that can do what, that can convey messages from your gods to you or from you to your gods. Alright? Just use it like that now. Then if there were island and there were mainland, then Zapier is like your what? Like your bridge that can allow the island and mainland to what? To interconnect. I think I was supposed to do in if actually you understand that there are seas or island and there are mainland. Just imagine that you wanted to cross. Is it not? Say na papa from main. I mean from third mainland bridge. The say that one connect. So say that one connect Apapa na abi where does it connect again that time? I think I've been through that route before. It connects Apapa somehow. So you just imagine you wanted to like to go through it, or I think from Ibeshe. Is it Ibeshe? No, from Sand Beach to Ibeshe you need to enter boat, right? Now imagine that you now have a kind of what will I say bridge that can actually connect you through that lagoon. Then you now get to Ibeshe directly. That would have been what? That would have been better, right? But that would have been what? Zapier doing its job there as a bridge, right? But because there is no Zapier there, people have to what? Use boats. That is what Zapier can do for you. Okay. So between maybe between mainland and island, Zapier can be what? Can be the bridge that will connect the two sides together. Now, I hope it is making sense now. Then between you and your brother that is in London, as far as you don't want to write letter and you want to see your brother, what do you have to do? You have to use your WhatsApp, right? So now you're going to consider your WhatsApp as what? As a bridge that brings you together with your brother or your sister abroad without any kind of what hindrance. I mean, the only kind of hindrance you're going to get is actually maybe data or network. But because you already have WhatsApp, you have already solved the problem by what? By almost 80%. Because yes, data must be. Data must come out. Even if you get 300, you can still buy data of what? Of 1 gigabyte and what? And use to what? To call your brother abroad. So consider Zapier as what? As that platform that helps two different platforms to what? To intercontinent, I mean to like interconnect and communicate together or achieve a particular what? A particular goal. For instance, today now, if we try to connect, yes, she connected Google Drive to what? To WhatsApp, such that whenever she has any thing going on in her Google Drive, she will receive a message in her what? In her WhatsApp. That is how Zapier can actually be. So Zapier can actually connect your HubSpot to your Google Drive. You can connect your HubSpot to your Google Sheet. You can connect your Google Sheet or maybe your Google Form to your HubSpot or Pipe Drive or Fresh Desk. It can do the same thing there. You can also connect you and other people around you to your to your WhatsApp. For instance, some of you can be saying, okay, I wanted to know whether okay, let me even know whether whether my wife actually is being honest. So maybe okay, no, let me not use that one. So some people can actually say, okay, let me try to know whether this my you know whether this my staff can actually do what I asked him to do. Okay, you now give your staff a document. Okay, please edit this document. Now you can actually zap your drive such that what that when you see that now when that person comes into your document, you are going in fact you are going to actually receive a message that yes, he has started working on a document. Then the moment he clicks on save or update, you also get a message that he has actually updated the document. That is what you can actually achieve with Zapier. So how do we now start up with Zapier? To start up with Zapier, you go to what? You go to zapier.com. Zapier dot what? .com. Start here. So when you now come here, you say complete your guide to RevOps automation is here. Wow, RevOps. That looks nice. So here now you can begin to what? To sign up for what? For Zapier. That is just how this thing actually, is. You can start up with what? With Zapier. Yes. Now to start up with Zapier, you do what? Click on sign up. This one will not ask you for anything apart from your email. Okay, so just go and do what? Sign up with Google. Continue with that and select the account that you wish to use, which is this one. You can now continue, right? So we are now here to say what? Continue. And yes, we are getting there. See now, we are now on what? On Zapier. So they're now asking us what is our role? Like I've always said, as far as you are trying to like use something here, you always use what? The highest level of what? Access, which is what? Business owner. As a business owner, you have a lot of what? Access to all the office in your house. So the same thing applies here too. So what is your job role or your job level? You can say what? You can say director. Okay. Top apps for business owners. You can actually see that Zapier actually has what more than what 7,000 apps, right? So for we now we are going to be interested in what Google Drive. You can even type WhatsApp here and it will come up, right? You can type WhatsApp. This is our WhatsApp here. You can see WhatsApp notification or WhatsApp Messenger, right? So the two actually add, I think they have just actually added more. So we can say WhatsApp notifications, then WhatsApp, right? And you can see add other things here, right? But let's just assume that we want to work with this one for now. So I can simply say what? Continue. Now we are now here in our what? In our Zapier environment, right? So this is our Zapier dashboard now. Okay. So as usual, we have our home here. We have our create. So this our create here, I think I will just tag it as one of the most important buttons here. As far as you are trying to create, consider this as what? One of the most important buttons in this Zapier uh, uh, workspace. Okay. So this is our Zapier environment. And before we do anything, I want to talk about the whole stuffs here. All this left tab here. So this is our home where we can see a lot of things here. You can see everything that you are doing before. And you can see a brief mock shots. Then we have our discover here. Maybe like for instance, some of the things that they just released newly by Zapier. You'll be seeing them here. Then here we have your zaps. Okay. Now when you create a zap or when you automate two platforms successfully, it's called a what? A zap. Okay. So your collection of what? Of your zap is called what? Zaps, which is what? The plural. So so maybe for instance, if you actually zap your Google Drive to your Zapier, or sorry, you zap your Google Drive to your Slack, okay, or you zap your Google Drive to your WhatsApp, that is called a what? A zap, okay, that is called a zap. Then we also have tables here. Of course, from your understanding of Excel, you should know what this table here means. So that one shouldn't be an issue. Okay, we have tables. Then we have interfaces, which are what? Your interface is more like your what? Like your different kind of screens. Okay, your interface is what? Like for instance, like when you go into your laptop now, you have what? This is interface for what? For Google Meet, right? This is an interface for Google Meet. This is how it looks like. This one is a what? It's an interface. Whatever you are using as a tool, as an app, has what? An interface. The way your interface on Google Drive looks like, it's not the same way that your Google Meet will look like because they are not the same word. They are not the same interface. Okay, so just understand that. Somebody said no need. The one you okay. Does Zapier work on phone? No. Please, I'm not going. I'm not. Please, what am I not doing well? I can't see the screen. Ugochi. Okay, Udochi Opara. It could be your network. Oh, okay. Maybe you should actually exit and rejoin. Gloria Ohanyi came today again and she's saying I'm fast. I don't know how best to do it. Oh. I think I'm actually very, very slow today. I'm calm. I'm not fast. Okay? I don't know why this one is not working. Maybe they don't log me out. Maybe they don't like me again. So we are still here. Just allow it to load. Okay, this is a table now. Let me see whether the table can actually. So this is table now. Can you see table here? We have table here. Okay, you can actually do a lot of things here. Then we have interfaces. Like I was trying to explain before interfaces. That one not the word. Let me just go back, JJ. Not the wahala. Okay. Then we have chatbot, we have canvas and agents. These ones they are still in their beta mode, so don't worry so much about it. Then we have app connections. This one is where you have your what? Your list of apps that you have connected to your what? To your Zapier. Okay. Here we know what we can use search for. We know what we can actually use help for. We can actually see other apps from this explore here. Then if you wanted to contact Zapier sales team, you can use this contact sales and so on and so forth. So as far as you're in this account, you are allowed what? You are allowed unlimited zaps. Okay. That means you can just keep zapping until you are what? Until you are tired. So now we don't have any connections here. And then here can be our zap history showing us all the zap that we have made over time. You can see that here. So to zap now, how do we do it now? We need to go to this create here, click on it. Can you see zaps here? So if you want to create a zap, you can click here. If you wanted to create tables, click here. To create an interface, you can do what? Click here, and then chatbot, canvas, you can click on all these ones here respectively. Okay. Now I wanted to create a zap. What will I do? I'll click on what? Zaps. Then I'll allow the environment to what? To load, right? uh Now, Equi was saying that we should always use what? Copilot to what? To get some little guide on what we want to do, which is quite fine. That one is quite fine. So, but for me, the first step I always like to take is to what? I always like to name whatever I want to what? Whatever I want to do. So I'll come here and I'll do what? I will rename my what? My Zap. What am I calling it? I'll call it what? Otanwa Zap. Otanwa what? Zap. Okay. But for you now, you are still new to all these things. So for you not to twist your brain, you can actually name it according to what you are doing. So if you are doing, say, if you are doing Google Drive to what? To WhatsApp. That's a way to what? To actually name your Zap so that you can easily do what? Locate them in times of emergency, or maybe to edit them or modify them. Okay? So that is just how it is. Okay? So you can see now that actually this is still in what? It's still in the draft mode. Until we publish, it will remain in what? In draft mode. So the next thing is to what? Is to come here where we have our trigger and our what? And our action. Some of you are soldiers, yes, some of you are policemen, some of you are in the military or whatever. So you already know where trigger is. But let me just tell you what trigger is in a layman's term. When you carry onion and you start cutting onion, what are you doing? You're actually trying to what? Trying to trigger your eyes to start bringing water. That's a what? A trigger. Now that will trigger a what? An action. What is the action? The action is that what? That your eye will start bringing water. Okay, that's teary eye, right? What about when you carry a baby and then you carry your hand and you conk this baby in the head? What have you done? You have triggered a what? A very, very what? Cryos cry. Is it cryos? Is that even in English language? Anyway, in fact, you have actually triggered a what? A very, very what? Hurtful cry from the baby. Okay. What if you now went and you say, okay, today I am going to go to my lecturers and I'm going to what? I'm going to curse them. What have you done? You've actually triggered a what? A lifetime studentship for yourself. That means you're going to keep going to school until you grow gray hair. You're not going to graduate unless you go and write jam and go to another university. And then make your episode they get people for that in your new university. Your wallet go what? Your wallet go just continue like bicycle, right? That kind of stuff. But at least you're not getting what trigger is now, right? So in a more detailed sense, your trigger is more like when you walk into your room and you feel like, okay, let me get my paint now and then try to demonstrate here. So you go to your room now. This is your room. Uh, this is your room. Give me my big pen, I beg. This is your room, right? And then you enter now. Okay. When you enter now, there is actually light in the compound. But when you now go to your room now, you do not see light. What will you do? There's a switch here at the wall. What do you do to the switch? You turn it what? You turn it on so that there can be what? There can be light. So that illumination that you have in your room now was triggered because you did what? You what? You actually activated the what? The light, the light switch in your what? In your room. That's why you now have what? Illumination in your dark room before. That is what? Trigger and what? An action. Okay? So I hope that you understand this part now so that we can now go and what? Continue with whatever we are doing here. Okay? Let me check whether any of you has questions. Your trigger can be your what? Your source, or you can say your what? Your point A. It's more like When you climb into now maybe when you climb onto a palm tree and you try to what to cut down the what the the palm bunches, what do you get now? The palm tree is your what is your source. Then the action is what that palm bunch will what it will hit down, it will hit the ground and to make a sound like right, a shaky sound on the what on the floor or on the ground. That is what you mean by what by trigger. So your trigger is what is the starting point, or you can say point zero. Then consider your action as your what as your point one. You know that some of you know that did the sciences and mathematics. You know that we have a ruler like this, right? We have our number here. This one is zero. This one is one. This one is two. This one is what three. This one is our four. Then we have what up to what till maybe 100 here to give us 1 meter, right? 100 now. So consider here your point zero as your what as your trigger. This is your trigger now. Okay, don't mind this my I think this one is my E that that I used to write in Harvard. So if you don't go to Harvard, you cannot understand that my E. So don't look at it. Okay. Now your action is your what is your point two. This is your what your action. It can be your point one as well. So anywhere, so far as it's not in that zero. Okay, is your what is your action. So your ground zero is what is where you have your trigger here. Then your point two is where you have your what your action. In other words, this action cannot occur if something is not triggered here. It's more like when you say, okay, you are in the military now, and then you are going on a what to rescue some people now. But before you can get there now, they actually planted maybe landmines around. So on a landmine, if you step on it, it will what? It will trigger the what? An explosion. That is how it works. Okay, so this is now our trigger now. We need to what? We need to say, okay, our trigger. But some of you do not actually know what we are doing here, and you don't even understand what we are doing here. So I understand your plight. Don't feel sad. Okay, you can come here to what? Say, okay, I want to what? To zap, or I want to receive WhatsApp notification anytime someone sends me a what a Google Drive, maybe email or file. Okay, what will I do? I will not say okay enter, then into what it should be able to tell me what I should do here. Okay, I know that in my videos that you watch, I did not do this one there because I always ignore this AI. But it's not showing me what to do here, right? This is just how it should look like. So that one is not an issue. I can actually just ignore this and do what? And do what I want to do here. So you can see that we have point one here, and then here is what? Point two. Like I was saying here, now we have what? Point zero and what? Point two. So anyone can what? Can work depending on how you understand it. So I wanted to trigger so that whenever they give me a file on Google Drive, I should what? I should receive a message on my notification from WhatsApp, right? So let us go to it now. So the first step is to what? Click on trigger. Now here now to ask you what you want to trigger, right? And you see, say your top apps, right? You cannot do what? You cannot say, okay, I want to trigger my what? My Google Drive now. You click on Google Drive. See it now? That is your first step now. Now you have not selected your Google Drive now. What do you want to do? It's okay, you come here now, you do what? You can actually select your Google Drive here. Let us click here, which is our Google Drive, and then you cannot do what? Trigger event is what? Is new file. Are you seeing new file here? You can choose to say, okay, new file, updated file, or new folder, blah blah blah. These are just the four the four most common words, the four most common events on Google Drive. You can do what? Say new file. So that means that what? Whenever there is a new file, you're going to what? It will be triggered. Okay, you see now I say trigger event. That means that what? That particular stuff that will happen in your Google Drive that will trigger what? That thing to send a notification to your WhatsApp. Okay, that's what? A new file. You can use a new file in folder. You can use what? New folder. You can use what? Updated file. Now let me tell you what this thing here means, because they don't work the same way. Okay, you see, new file means that what? Whenever somebody sends you a new file in your Google Drive, you're going to receive a notification. Then this new folder or new file in folder means that what? You have a folder inside of what? Of your Google Drive. Now, whenever somebody goes to that folder and then make another file or upload another file into that folder, you're going to what? receive a notification on your what, on your WhatsApp, that somebody actually put in a what, a new folder. Then we have what, new folder. This one now and this one are not the same thing. This one is when a file is entered or updated or created inside a folder. This one is what, when you go to the Google Drive and you make a new folder. Then we have what, updated file. This one is maybe you have a document in your Google Drive. It was a Word document or maybe a Google Sheet file. Now somebody now went there and do what, and added small letter and click on save. It will what, you'll be receiving a what, a message that somebody has actually done what, updated your what, your document on Google Drive. That is what this whole thing here actually means. So I'm doing it so they can be to understand, so you can know which one will apply to you whenever you want to do it. Okay. So we selected what, new file. Now here now it says what, it say account, which is more, which means what, connect your Google Drive what, account. So I can now do what, click here, and I'll select the account I want to what, I wish to connect. So I want to connect this one now. Click on it, and I'll come here to what, click on allow here. You see now it has been what, it has been added here. Now can you now see that we now have Google Drive here, right? This is just how it works. The next thing is to what, is to click on continue. So what now is the drive now? They are now asking us for the what, for the configuration. So click on this choose value here, and you can see that we have Google Drive here, right? You can even add one more if you wish, but just remain with what, with this Google Drive here, and you are good. The next thing is to what, say continue. And here now we are going to do what now? We are not going to say okay, test. Now we are testing to know what, to know whether what we have configured here so far is going to work for us. That's why we are what, we are testing. All right. So I'll do what now? I'll say test trigger. If it is correct, you're going to see a third checker sign here, or maybe a third mark sign here. You see now we have a what? That is what? It is complete. We now have what? 3 good here, right? Now we can now say okay. Let's now go to what? Continue with what, selected record, right? Now we can now come down here to say okay. You see now it is now in our step 2. Now can I say okay, WhatsApp notification. Can you see that now? Let us click on this one now. See now we are now in our what, in our WhatsApp notification now. Let us now what, configure this part too. So it say action event. What event do you want to receive here? You click on down to what, to say send a message, right? So you can click on send a message because you want them to send you a message, right? That something has happened in your what, in your Google Drive. So what is the action that what I want to do? Or what is the account? This account means what? You want to specify your WhatsApp account from, from here now. So which account are you going to specify that this thing is going to happen on? Click on this sign in here and do what? Select your account or enter your account details here. So I will come down here to what? Enter my WhatsApp account, and that is from your country code, which is what? +234, because we are Nigerians. You can now enter the number. You can now do what? Click on this send pin. Are you seeing the send pin here? Click on it. Now open your WhatsApp. You should already get a code there already. If I open my WhatsApp now, you can see that I have a code here. Can you see Zapier here? The code is already here, right? So I can now what? I can now pick the code and update it here. Let me now do what? Take the code and update it there. I hope say the code come up, because I don't use my own to do this thing for almost 1 year and I don't know whether it will come. Let me check. Okay, I got the code. It is on my other screen. 22. Okay, 228125. Okay, that is my code. I can do what? Say continue to what? WhatsApp notification. I'll click on this. Can you now see? We are now here now. You see now, my account is now what? Is now connected. So next thing is to what? Is to say continue now. I'll say what? Continue, my friend. Continue very well. So now there's what they call what, template. I believe we already know what a template is here. That shouldn't be a hard thing for us to understand anymore, because we are now matured based in what, in all these things that concerns template. So your template is your what? It's your recipe or your outlook, okay, or your architecture. You can say okay, template value is what? Click here to select something here. Can you see now we now have what? New lead, new message, payment confirmation or what? New order, shipment confirmation, calendar reminder, zap error, blah blah blah. So you now can do what? You can choose what you like here. For me now, I can actually use what? New message, so that whenever it happens, I will receive a what? A new message on my WhatsApp. So I'll click on what? New message. Okay. You see now, Then here now, when also you say what? You say preview this template here, blah blah blah. Don't even answer that one. You can come here to what? Say name. Click on this name here and select whatever you want to put here. Are you seeing this plus here? Click on the plus. Remember now, after you select your template here as what? As new message. Click outside and then come back here to what? So click on this plus here. Can you see this plus? Click on the plus and select what? What you want it to tell you. So here now, you have to be what? Careful of what to select here. Now, there's a way I do my own thing such that I will know the person that sent that file. I will know the name of the file that the person sent. Okay. And I will even see the person's what, the person's email address. That's how I like to do my own. So that some of you that are just doing your own and you're happy, you want to just show you new message and then you not give you the long link. I don't do that kind of stuff. Okay. You know, I'm a pro, all right? I'm a professional, so I do my thing what in a professional way. Okay. So now, here is my what is what I want it to show to me here. So I will select what. Are you see where they say owner's display name here? This one means that what it will tell me that so person has actually what has actually sent me a what a file. That is what this one here means now. Okay, so I will put it what I will click on it so that it can be what added here. You see now it has not been what added here. So I will come here and I will now put a small message. I will say what dear Otanwa Otanwa, a user called what? It will not put the name there, right? Then I will now come here to the other side and say what? And say has sent you a file called what? Then I will now come here to select what? The title of the file. Are you seeing title? Are you seeing title here? I will select title here to put it on that place there. I will not put it here now. Then I will now come here and say what? And say okay. Check ASAP and what? And confirm. You see now, I've now done what? I've now said, okay, check ASAP and what? And confirm. I am now feeling like what? Okay, I'm done. So this one will not do what? It will not give me a message and say, dear Otanwa, a user called this. So here it will not put the person's name here. Has sent you a what? A file called, it will not put the title of the file here. Then it will not say what? Check ASAP and confirm. Here now they say what? Enter link. They say what? Enter link to what? To reply. So you can actually come here to what? To do what? To go and enter your Google file what? Your Google Drive what? Link. Okay, you can actually come here to what? To enter your Google Drive link here so that you can be what? You can start what? Replying whatever the person said or just whatever. So that is how I like to do my own so that it can be what? It can be very, very sweet for me to what? To know what. Let me even come here and do open document URL. Let me come here. I think I saw it. Oh, yes, open document. Are you seeing this document URL? I will just click on this now so that you can be able to what to see the document what URL that was sent to you. So the next thing is to what is to say continue here, and I can now what I can now test my work here. Let me just click on. Are you seeing the test here? Click on test. Let us see if it will work. You say what? You say it failed to create. Maybe something is wrong. You say failed to create message in WhatsApp notification. Required link. You say required field is what? Link to reply. So afterwards, add this link to reply in where? In my message here. So I'll come back here to what? To put what? Link to reply. I have to put it here so that it can what? It can work. So I'll just click on this and I'll remove this. And I'll do what? I'll put link to reply here now. Let us see if it will work now. So I'll click on what? Continue now. Then I will test one more time. Let us test again. Say test step. You see now, I now have 3 steps. So can you see now? 1 step, 2 step, and what? 3 step. So this one means that what? That our automation should what? It should work because you have done it what? Like a good student, right? So I will now do what? And that's okay. Publish. I'll click on what? Publish now. Now watch now. You see now, our zap is what? You see our zap is what? Is published. Okay. So our zap is now what? Is now published now. So if we now run this now, will I get a message? Of course I should. Let me say okay. Let me now say run. I will click on run now. Then I will check my WhatsApp. If I receive a what? Okay, you say we couldn't find any new file in your what? In your what? In your Google Drive. So that's why they could not find any file in my Google Drive. So I will now go and what? I can now go and share a file with myself. Okay. So how do I share a file with myself? Now I have to go and know the email address I'm using. So I will go to my email address and I will memorize it now so that I can go and what? And confirm my what? My Zap. So this is my email. I should be able to what to confirm this my work now by going to my Google Drive. I'll go to my Google Drive here. Look at it here. I'll go to my Google Drive here, which is drive.google.com. Okay. Then I will now do what? I can make a document here. I can make a document here and I will share without my account that I zapped on. So I will come to this one now. I will open this one up. Then when I open it up now, when I click on what? I'll click on share. Are you seeing share here? I'll say edit. Then do what? Share. Then I will now what? I will now put that email address that I copy. I'll put it here. Then I will now what? I will now click on what? Edit or view. I will click on this and I can now say, okay, send. Now when I send now, it will appear here on my Zap. And if I say run again, now it should what? It should work. Now let me just click on what? On run. Let's check now. You see? Are you seeing now? You say run successful Abi. That means that what? That my WhatsApp already what? Already showed that there is a message for me. Now look at what happened now. Are you not seeing that it's telling me that it's a new work alert? New message from what? From Dear Otanwa. A user called what? Look at the person that sent message is now what? Is Kopashon has sent you a file called what? Where can I convert my CNG to keke in Nigeria? .docs. Check ASAP and do what? And reply at this. You see now, so he told me that what? That this person called what? Kopashon has sent me a file. What is the name of the file? The name of the file is what? Is where can I convert this what? My keke to CNG. And it's a what? It's a document file. That is what I like to do, man, so that I will not be receiving some kind of nonsense things and it will just be like saying I want thing. I don't do that, okay? I'm a professional, all right? So that is how we what? We do our own thing here. We don't do the thing like we don't do it like babies, okay? We are professionals. So that is how you do it now. So let me now go and check whether somebody actually is confused. So if I wish to see all my zaps, I'll come here to what? To see the list of zaps that I've done in the past. Can you see it now? Then if I want to see my app connections, I'll do what? I'll come down to what? App connections here. And you can see now that I have what? I now have WhatsApp and what? Google Drive here. Is it clear? So you don't think that one is just a rap. You don't even know till they talk. Don't do that here, okay? Now I want to edit this one. How will I do? I will open this up and you can now edit by what? Clicking on this barrel here. Now if the edit you want to make is going to be on the trigger part, click on this one here. But the edit I want to make is what? I want to show where to what? Add the link. So I can click here now to what? To add the link. I'll click on that. Then I'll come to the configure section and I'll do what? I'll simply just put here to what? The link to reply. I can do what? Put it as what? As drive. Oh, sorry. I'll click on here and I'll do what? I'll say, okay, I will put drive.google.com, which means that what you can actually go there to what? To reply. Let me see if it will work now. Let me test it one more time. I think it should work, of course, it should work. Let me do what? Let me retest. Will it work? Yes, it will work. And I'll do what? Publish. Just publish like that. Okay. See now? So if I test it now, will it work? Of course, it should work. Let me test and see. Watch what will happen here now. Okay, you say we couldn't find any new what? Document in your what? In your stuff. So what do? I'm going to update it, no problem. They could not get it, no wahala. Me itself, I did here, right? I did here, I did here, no wahala. You know if you do one, if you do one. So I go to my what? To my Google Drive, drive.google.com. And here now, I can just come here again and I will do what? I will go to this file and I will do what? Open this file again. Then I want to what? I want to open this file and I want to edit it, right? So I'll click on what? Click on edit here and I cannot paste the what? Cannot paste that email. Let me, I think I've forgotten that email. Okay, look at it here. Click on this and do what? And click on send. Okay, it's now sending. So if I come here now and I click on what? Run. Will it run? Yes, it should run. It's supposed to run. You don't get leave as it no go work. You see now, it run, Abby. So when I now come to my WhatsApp, what will I see? I should see it on my WhatsApp, right? You see it now. It is here now. It says what? A new work alert, new message. New message from what? Dear Otanwa, blah, blah, blah. User has called what? Compassion has sent you a file called this one, CNG, Compassion Centers in Benin City, blah, blah, blah. Check ASAP and confirm. Reply now at what? This link. So do you now see, you can, in fact, you can even put your website link here. You can put your Gmail address link here, like mail.gmail.com, to log in and what, reply to the person. You can actually do what, put your WhatsApp number here to what, to reply to the person, just like that. Okay. So that is how it is done. So let me now go back and do a new Zap. Now, mind you also, please, mind you also that I can actually do what? I can actually connect this one to somewhere else as well, okay? I can connect this one to what? To somewhere else. I can do edit Zap, and I can do what? Using this plus here, you can use it to what? You can use it to what? To add more, okay? If I click on this now, I can actually get to what? Add more. That means I can actually add Slack. Okay, let me click on Slack, okay? I'll click on Slack here, and I'll select what? I'll select Slack, right? So what do I want to do now? I want you to update this on my what? On my Slack channel. So which channel am I going to use? I will open my Slack here to connect it. I'll need to do what? Connect to Slack. Then do what? Choose event. The event is what? Is what should be the event? Now the event uh is what? New file. Okay. I'll create, let's say, maybe we can just, okay, maybe send channel a message now, right? So we can just, okay, message, right? Then now which account now? Click on this now and select the account that you want to what, you want to work with. So I think my account is here. Abi now. Yes, this one is my account, right? So I can do what? I can say allow now, right? So let me see, connect info, blah blah blah. I can do what? Click on allow here, and that is just it. As far as your Slack account is here on your what, on your Google Chrome, you can just do it easily now. So I will do what? Say continue. So now it says what? It says Slack channel is what? I have to select the channel, the channel from here. So I should say, okay, let that thing go to my what, to all the channels, so that everybody can be what, can be getting notification here. Then add Zapier app to Slack channel. Of course, it's already yes. The message says what? It says, dear group, our Slack channel, sorry, our Google Drive or our Slack or our Zap, our Zapier automation is working fine. You know, go wait first. You know, go wait. You know, go wait. Kindly check your what? Your Zaps if yours did not work, right? So send as a bot, yes. Bot name. You can actually put the bot name here as what? As Zapier. Then blah blah blah. Just this is just something that you can actually work on your own, and then when you're done, you cannot do what, you cannot say, okay, we are done here. This one is yes. I can come here, say yes, yes as well, and then yes here, yes here. And then you can see that this has what, it has not come on here, right? So I can also, okay, continue. Now, can you now see that you can actually test this? You can test it now to see if it will work. You see now, 3 stars, Abby, it will work. So I can do what? Click on publish. Publish it now. And if I now go back again and I do one more thing, let me first of all open my Slack channel. Let me show you guys that actually they say they work, right? So if I now open my Slack channel here, I want to see that thing working in what? In real time, okay? So I have to open my Slack channel now. It is opening up. Let's see if actually this thing will work, okay? So it is opening up now. I have to go back to my Google Drive and do something there for us. So I'll use Slack in my browser. So yes, all these things are very, very sweet. That person that wants to speak, if I catch you again, I will remove you because like you want to disrupt my class. I will just remove you now. You know what happened to you. I will just remove you like because the thing is make you wait. You don't want to wait. Please. So you see now, we are now here trying to what, access our Slack channel. Let us see if it will what, load up. Of course, it is coming slowly, slowly. You're waiting for it to what, to load up. Aye, yo, Rio King. Okay, it's coming up. Just be patient, guys. You see all these things there. If you rush them, they go now do what? Let me now share this document again, and I will select that same email. I'll click here, select that same email, and do what? Click on send. Now when I send now, let me go back to my channel and what? And wait. So I'll come here to what? To wait and see. Will it work? It has to work on its own. Because I have what? I've actually done what? I've paid my dues in what? In fullest, man. So let us assume that it will what? It should come here. Now let us see if it will come. If it does not come, we'll not go and run the what? We'll go and run the automation, because sometimes it can actually take time for the three platforms to what? To work. Can you see now? It just came now, right? It just came. Can you see that thing actually came? So it will be coming here whenever I receive a what? A document. Now this one now can be a what? Can be something that you can actually do for your what? For your team. Such that whenever you receive your salary, maybe your salary token in your account, you can actually get your what? To announce it in your main group here, where your colleague can see that what? That they've actually started paying salary. That is what this thing here means. Then we that doing cloud now, when we finish our cloud now, we're able to automate our what? Our server, so that whenever our server has some stress or have downtime, we can come here to what? To see the message here in our Slack channel. So yes, it work abi no? Should be it work abi? It work abi? So yes, it worked. Let me go and check some do our table now. So I'll come to these zaps. Are you seeing table here? Click on table, okay? So I think I've find any information with your ChatGPT now. It is free. You don't need to pay to use it, okay? So I now see where we say, it says what? It says, okay, it says that from a table, blah, blah, blah. Can now do what? Can say, okay, start blank, okay? So you see now, so we need to put table name. So this table name is what? Is list of Otanwa customers, right? I can now do what? Okay, create table. Okay, now this is our what? It will not give us our table here. Now let us see what our table will look like. So are you now seeing where we have here? This one is where we're not going to say, okay, this one can be what? This one can be name. So you can see edit field here. You can put a name. So let's call this name. Okay, you can save it. You can come here now and do what? And put this one should be maybe email. Okay, let's call it email. You can click on save. You can come here and do what? This one should be what? Should be phone number. Okay, call it what? Phone number. Right? They can come here and do what? And change it to what? To maybe it should be a number, right? Let us put number here. Then this one can actually change it one to what? To maybe an email. Let us put text. You can come here to change it down to email, so you can be able to verify the email automatically. All right. So you can see now. Then here now is what is maybe new slash what slash old, because you want to know that person are only customer or maybe old customer, right? You can say okay, new slash what old. Do what? Click on save. Then this one can be what? Can be state of origin or just whatever. You can just say add new. You can say okay, add field here. Let us add one and say okay, this one can be maybe address or city. Okay. You see now, is it hard? It's not hard now. So you can come here to put okay. Just put small something here like this. You can say okay, create. Now, can't you now do it from here? You can now come and say, okay, this one is what? This one is blah, blah, blah. This one is whatever you want to put in here. You can actually do it here. And you can just put it here and put the email address here. This one is what? Let me change this one and put something here. I will go edit here and change it to field type. Oh, so this one must be something, eh? Okay. Oh. So you can just say, okay, let us change it to whatever we like. Maybe I think this one is actually not going to be changeable. Let us change it to something else. Let us say, can you call it run? Okay, let me say run. Let me call it run. Then I can now come and put another field here, and I'll call it text. You can put here name. I'll just say first name. Of course, it's going to be a word text field. I'm going to say create. So I can now drag this one from here down to this part. You see now? Then here, and I can put name as what? As Kachi Isiokpukpu. Yes. The email address is what? Is whatever your email address is, you can put it here. You can put email at what? Email. Okay, then phone number can be what? You see now, say not going to collect them because that email not correct. But if I put something like now, it's okay. Let me say you see setting enter, because this one is a what? Is what this thing is supposed to be. A what? An email. Then here can be what? Phone number. So if you put anything that is not phone number, it will not collect it. So if I come here and put okay, maybe Ada Mbagu Will it collect it? No, it will not work. You see, now invalid, Abby. Until I put a phone number here, I was okay, 070, whatever. Okay, it will be what? It will take there. It's there now, right? Then new or old, I can come here and say what? New. Then city is what? City is worry. Let me just put worry. Okay, I'll now say, okay, save. Can you now see here now they say we should set up a button. Say to set up this button, create a zap that will run when the button is what? It's clicked. When that zap is enabled, this button will what? Will become active. So the button now needs to be what? We need to create a zap for it, right? So I need to what? Create a zap for it now. I can come here to click on create, and I can say a few more steps needed to let's say configure your automation. Let's go and configure it now. With a Fiera, not the Fiera now. So you see now the trigger is what? It says Zapier tables. So what are we now going to achieve, or what do we think should be what should be triggered there? What are we going to achieve whenever that button is created? We don't need to what know that one from here now. Okay, so we need to know that from here so that whenever it is clicked, we can do what? We can now do what? Achieve that thing here. Then what should it now be? I can say continue. Let us see if it will work. Of course, it has to work, right? So what are we going to do here? Our action should be what? Let us say maybe it should give us wait first now. Okay, let's continue on the other side. So what should be our action now? Like what do we want to achieve whenever that thing happens? Maybe you can get maybe you should send us an email, right? Or maybe you should give us a Notion or Google form, right? That kind of thing. You can say, okay, you should give us a Google form. So which form now? You can come here and do what? Say API required better. Now, you see, say don't enter API, but this is why I don't want to do it because some of you now don't know to be API. Let us not just go further because this one now, let me just use something else. I don't want wahala. Because some people are already staying close to their husband. You may not go be say person come tell me say, Michael, na that day wey you dey do am now, as you do am now, I come confuse, I come run go house, I no come know say I don pass through gates. That's why the thing come happen like that. I no dey that kind wahala abeg you now. So you see now, if I click on that thing, now what should happen? It should give me a what? It should give me a message, right? It should send me a message. Yes, it send a message on my channel and do what? Can say continue. All these ones are just like that. Just click on yes. Or you can even say, okay, say Zapier, your Zapier run button was what? Was clicked. Okay. So you cannot do what? Say yes here. This one, yes. Come on there. You see? Yes. Zapier name should be what? Of course, it should be what? Should be Zapier bot. Zapier bot. Okay. Then you can put Zapier icon here and do this one. Like this thing is not something that you can just walk around and it will just be on. It's something that you can just understand, and it's not. So people are complaining already. They are saying, guy, how you take do one? I will not understand them again. Let me. So we've actually done the automation for the tables, and this is our town one customers. If I click on it now, something should open up here, and here now we'll now have the liberty to actually click on the table. You see now, you see now, so this one is more like if you're trying to like create a form. You see now, we say this person's name is like this and like this. So if you now click on submit now, it will what? It will trigger. Let's click on submit now and see what will happen in our Slack channel. You see, we are just click on it now. What will happen here? Look at it now. Will it come here? You see now, I say your Zapier button was what? It was clicked. Can you see now? Did it work? It worked. So this thing is actually not difficult, okay? So you can still go and explore more on your what on your this thing. And even at that, if we was talking about tickets, right? You can actually do that for what? For ticketing. Okay, but that one I think is a little bit advanced for you guys because me not go wrong, go outside. But don't worry, it's not hard. Like I've always said, if you want to do this one for what for your ticket, you can see. Let me say this one. I know some of you will say that this guy is just too ras or whatever. But see, as far as you don't dey your house like this with somebody picking, somebody son, somebody daughter, you no fear carry person picking dey your house. Every day you dey call am baby or honey or whatever you dey call am. You dey call this person wey you no know before, but you told dey stay house. That means you can communicate with all these things here. You shouldn't be scared of all these things here. See as far as you dey press your WhatsApp, you can do all this. As far as you dey use your Facebook, dey do Instagram, dey do influencing, you dey chat with 14,000 people at the same time, TikTok. All these things not hard, na the same thing. They will not bite you, they will not kick your ass, they will not kick your butt, they will not shout for you. Use them. If you make mistake, do what? Continue with another account. It's that simple. Okay, so no dey fear am say I I don't know how to use it now. How will I use it? No, they fear and be bold. You will be say you be man, wey be say you go waka for road, you go see girl wey you don't know whether na from yeye family or whether na criminal, you go tell am say, psst, 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 hello, hello, meet up talk please. Can I know your village people name? You can do this thing. That girl self is even more dangerous because that one is a human being that has a thinking mind. But these ones are programmed to be what? To be stable and respond to your what? To your inputs. So no dey fear. Go there and do what? And explore them. In fact, from today, start seeing your ChatGPT as your what? As your second girlfriend. Even if your girlfriend dey there, tell am say you don get new babe. She go understand. Make she sef go get the the ChatGPT as what? As a as a side hand. Because that is what can make you what? To know more. Okay? So just take it that from me today, okay? From today, you now have new boyfriend and what? And new girlfriend called what? ChatGPT. Me sef, I dey even dey call am Mmaji and and Wurasagu. That's how I call my ChatGPT. So if I go there and I do what and I start to it will just we even crack joke sometimes. Okay? So that is just the way it is, guys. So it's not difficult. Don't say drop me say join uh okay, so Florence that said she wanted to like know when we have our meeting. Please, you can join the group link that was just shared now. With you see, Kachi just shared a link now. So go to that link and do what and share and join. When you join in, I can now say, okay, you are Florence, then I can now follow you. Then I can now share all the resources that we have been doing in there, even Dropbox, Google Meet, Google Drive, even how to get your financial aid. We did all those things in our own group because say we be we are premium now. We know they do all this kind of thing. We know be like better now. We be highest. Okay, been wanting to ask question. Network is not allowing you to hear me. Do you can type it now so I can be able to read it. Okay, and then talk to you. No verse about network. That's Nigeria happening to you in a different way. All right. So guys, I don't think this thing actually is difficult. The only thing I will say that you should worry about here is interface. So this one now means that what I can only, so let me now say how to create let me come and do what? Create another table for what? For CRM or ticketing. So I'll do what? Come back here and do what? Say create. So here can be what? I can say, okay, I want to create something. I don't want to create it for anything. I want to do it for something else. I'll start from scratch. I should start from scratch. Now, where is from scratch here? Start from scratch, right? Where is it now? I'll say blank. Look at my blank here, right? Click on blank here and do what? And say what? After one CRM. After one CRM, right? I'll do what? I'll say, okay, create. So what do I want to do now? The thing I want to do here is that what? I want to create my CRM what? My CRM stuff here, right? So what is the button that I want this thing to do for me now? Say Zap is an automated workflow that connects your apps together. Try a recommended Zap or create a new one to start automating your tables data. So what do I want to do now? I want to do what? I want to do CRM. Let me say, let's say, let me come here and say, okay, new record, create spreadsheet row using Google Sheets. Okay. I think this one actually is good here because I want to be creating Google Sheet row and columns here. So I'll do this one. These are what and for my what for my whatever. So stuff like that. Okay. So you can say okay, Zapier table. Which of the table? Now I need to select it, right? So event is what is whatever. So you can just say okay, create a spreadsheet on Google Sheet. Of course, you should know that Google Sheet actually represents your what is the same thing as your Microsoft Word, as a Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you can do what say update spreadsheet or whatever. You can just do that one here. I will just say uh, maybe create spreadsheet, right? So I'll do that, and I will say what account is what. Of course, account is my that same what Google account. That's what I want to use and do what and do this one. So guys, these things are not difficult. Today I would have said let me go and do any desk, but you can see that it's already what it's already ouch. I'm supposed to go to that account. It's a mistake. I don't know the password again. But let me just see if it will work. It no go work. Let me just go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. I'll come and do what? Click on sign in. And here I'll select this account. And that's the one I wanted to work with. And I'll do what? Allow. Okay, so this is actually is not difficult. No, they fear them. Okay, continue here. Here I'll do what? I'll do what? Click on this plus here to say okay. Maybe you can say this one now, right? This one. Complete this step and just test your trigger if it will work. This one will always work. See that first one will always work, right? So I can now say continue with what selected record here. And then here now I need to what say okay. Uh here is my this my account, and I'll say continue. And then the configure part will be what the title. I should come here and do what? And say new record, blah 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 blah, right? Say maybe field. You see now? You can just put okay, maybe new original file. You see now, something like this. So just select anyone here. If you know what, you can now go and start modifying it and then start learning how it works one by one. You can say field one, field two, and field three. So this one, so you see all these field there will be things like your name, email address, phone number, your city, and whatever. So that can be your what your that is what you mean by that field there. So this is field one, two, three. You can even put field four. Okay, just like that, guys. This is not the difficult. Like, now when you don't enter cloud, you go know say you go say they call Oba plus Oba. So this one is spreadsheet to copy. You can put spreadsheet to copy here, or you can even do what create a new one. Okay, you can say okay. There's actually no spreadsheet here to copy, but I don't have any spreadsheet on my on my Google account. So let me go and create a new one so you can see it here now. So I'll go to my drive.google.com. Then let me now go and create a spreadsheet there. So I will come in here. This is my account I want to use, this one. This is your account now. So I'll go in there and I'll create a spreadsheet in there. I'll click on new here. Click on new and do what? I see spreadsheet here. Click on this and call it what? Call it Otanwa Babies. Okay. You can come and do what? Call it Otanwa. The first one here. Otanwa what? Otanwa Babies 102. Okay. And then you are good. When you now save it now, you can now say, okay, that is our what? If I now come back here, I can now see my stuff there. Let me see now. I can come here and see it. And you see Otanwa Babies here. It has entered here. Then what is the headers here? You can just leave this one here. This one not really. You can say, okay. It will say, okay, whatever here. Let's say field one, field two, field three, as we have it before on the other side. And then we are good. We can say, okay, continue. What is hard here that you cannot do? Okay, say fail to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Required field title is missing. Okay, let me go back and fix it up. So let me go back here. Title Abi. What did you say that is missing? Say title is missing. Okay, title. Let me be this one. You can remove everything now. Can you remove everything here? Can just remove everything. Just put title here. Say okay. Can put something here like this one. It's okay. Can say this one can be our what? Our stuff here. Can call it field one. Let's work with that and see if it will work. Then continue and then test. Say title is missing. Say fail to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Required field. So I can say help me fix it now. And it will do that now for me. So you see AI is even thinking. Why will it be thinking? On IEL, you can say okay, test. But it will not work if you don't test it. So I'll have to test itself and see if it will work. It still did not work. So I'll go to help center and then do what? See if I can actually get it to work. Okay, so it's not saying I should do this one, blah, 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 blah. Let me go back and do what? Do something here again. Is this here that is the problem? Say title, right? So this is the spreadsheet copy that I want to do. Then I want to put it a title here and call it what? I'll call it a name here. Say Otanwa Aunties. Okay, let me now go and test if it will work. I'll go here and do what? Test again. Will it work? You see now, it cannot work, right? And I'll say publish. So you see now, it will not work. So if I go back to my this now, I can now zap like a pro in it. I can zap now like a pro. So I can come here now to refresh this again. I can refresh it again now and I should be able to get it clear. You don't go hard me again because I've already done my automation for that table. So it should not be easy for me here, right? For this Ottawa CRM table now, it shouldn't be hard anymore. So people should stop being scared of these things, okay? So if I click on this place here now, it should give me what? I should get blah blah blah. Let me do it here and select from whatever I want to do here now. Why is this taking me back there? So you see now Ottawa CRM, blah blah blah. And I can do this. Of course, that is it there. Continue one more time. Just follow it up so you can see how it's working, because if you make any mistake, you're not going to get it, okay? So let me just say, I need it to give me a Google Sheets. Then here we already know what to do now. Say okay, it should give me a worksheet in which account, this account now. Then continue. Then title should be whatever I want it to give me here. Say new customer ticket. Then spreadsheet to copy should be what? Should be this one now. Then what is the header here? You can just put anything here and just put something here and do what? Continue. You can test. It should work, right? Now we can do what? Finish this up and do what? And publish it. Published already. Wetin dey there again? Don't finish. So can I go back and do what? And continue with our table, right? So let me go back to my table now. This is my zaps. And I'll go back to my table here. Sure say this people see they don't go sleep. Hey, hey, all my texts and my tech bros. They say, don't go sleep, leave me, Abi. People should not sleep. Oh, we dey here together. Oh. So I will now open this other one CRM here and do what? And work on it. This thing is, it shouldn't be something that should scare you or make you feel somehow. You see now, I'm now creating this now. Can you see now? You see now, I'm creating it now. So if I come here and I will see what, I can now come and put what, put the edit field and say what, customer name. Say customer name. Of course, that should be a text. I will save it. Then I can come and put what, customer issue. Put what, customer issue. This one can be what, a small text where I can just describe what the customer is going through. Then this one is what, customer contacts, a customer phone. Let me click on it and then edit field and put phone number there, right? I'll come here to put what, are you seeing phone number here? Just put here as what, as phone, maybe customer phone, customer what, phone. Okay, you cannot do what, save. Then what is next now? You already have the customer name and the issue and then the phone number. Maybe what you will use on your system is what, customer name, issue and phone number. Then you cannot do what, you cannot populate them and say okay, customer name is what, is madam LinkedIn, madam LinkedIn. Okay, then here can be what, issue is that what, she say Michael, she cannot verify her LinkedIn what? Her LinkedIn account. Then her phone number is what? Her phone is just anything you like here, and then you are good. Then here can be what? Then you are good. You cannot do what? Say submit. Will it work? It must work. Oh. How do I know whether this worked or not? I need to go back to my Google and check my sheet if it worked. Let me go back to my Google Drive here and check my sheet. So I'll go to my drive and I will check. Are you seeing that we have Google ticket here? We have customer ticket here. Are you seeing it now? We cannot check them to see the one that contains what we are looking for, right? Okay, this one does not contain anything, no problem. Check the second one. Can close this one here. Come out there. Now you want to do something, Abby. Cannot go. Maybe that one still not see work. Can go back. I just check all of them until you are what. Let me check this one if it worked. This one still not still work. You don't stop now. Okay. Let's check one more time. Let's check our town one antis and see. It not still work anything. Waiting up. Customer ticket. Let's see this one. Did it work? Okay. It still did not work, Abby. So that means something actually is what is wrong somewhere. Maybe our automation is not correctly done. But this is just how it is, guys. It's not something that you cannot do or something that should be so difficult for you to do. It's not difficult. If you don't get it correctly, keep trying until you get it. This is why they call it troubleshooting. You should be able to what to troubleshoot so that when somebody says I have this issue, you should know what to tell them to go and what to go and